Can you folks hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you folks? I think you can hear me now. I think we have sound. We should have sound. As far as I know, we should have sound. Hopefully everyone will trickle back in. But it looks like we should have sound. Hey Maggie, can you hear me now? Are we good now? Do we have sound, Maggie? Let me know. Will do, Carmela. Will do. Taking my time. I have until 5 o'clock to get to Long Island, to the spot on Long Island I'm going, so I got plenty of time. Okay, you guys can hear me now? Great. So yeah, so I'm trying out this new format that I was talking about this morning, this live short format, and this is me just going live straight through YouTube, not through StreamYard. It's different. Fungo, what are you doing over there? Mr. See No Evil. Of course, today I'm not going through Staten Island. I'm taking the Cross Bronx because I got to go to, I'm going over to Manhasset, Northern Boulevard. So I left Jersey, I went over the GW Bridge. I'm on the Cross Bronx Expressway now. About halfway through the Cross Bronx. But I hope you're doing well. So yeah, so this is that new way of straight through YouTube, and it's a live short, and it's set up as a short. You know, I don't know if I have wrenches in here, but if someone were to say drop a link, you can't click the link through here. But yet, if you got one of my notifications and you go back and you click on the notification, I bet that it'll show up the original way, not the way that you're seeing it here. I wanted to see, because I've actually noticed that when Frankie goes live this way, as I'm commenting on the quality of the screen, I guess I must have lost connection. And this, so the whole I tried going live straight through YouTube first before trying StreamYard, because I figured that the picture quality would be better. And with what I do, to me, picture quality is very, very important. Like, I want to have a quality picture. I feel like that adds to, it adds to the dynamic of the stream. The whole thing is the picture. I want you to see what's in front of me. I want to share what's in front of me. So I tried going straight through YouTube and not through StreamYard to see what the quality was through that way. And I did think it had a good picture quality, but it would lose connection more often. In my opinion, StreamYard holds a connection much better. What just happened there? I'm assuming you lost me for a few minutes. What just happened there doesn't typically happen much on StreamYard. StreamYard will keep the connection better, where YouTube Direct, it'll fade in and out. And See No Evil, the family's doing well, man. I appreciate it. I hope the same for yours. Hope the same's going on over there in Shyland. Thank you, man. Dino! What's up, D? How you doing, bro? My man D. I was listening to your show before. I was listening. I was in the bushes. I was there. I was hanging in the bushes. Short, quick show, to the point. If you would have dropped the link, I probably would have hopped on. Especially coming this way. It's a little more interesting coming this way through the George Washington Bridge, as opposed to going through Staten Island. Going through Staten Island, it's a little bit more of a boring ride, to be honest. So See No Evil. So I could, in terms of, hey, William Brooklyn, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Funny you ask, because that's another reason why I ended up going to StreamYard and sticking with StreamYard. Oh, what is this? That's Tommy's new vehicle right there. Look at him. Is that Stiggs? Stiggs, are you on the road? Are you next to me? That's the same exact car Tommy's got right there, but I don't want to dox the plates, the type of plates that are on it. I don't want to say, just in case it is actually you. That's funny. CT4 with the tints, black. Really, really dark tints. That's funny. I can't see in there, so I can't tell if it is Stiggs. Yeah, Fluff. I think Fluffy's in the Bronx. If Fluffy's in the Bronx, he was just right next to me. That's funny. So turning the screen. So, before they made this change, I know that you couldn't turn the screen sideways, right? When I was going live right now and messing with the settings, just checking them out, it did have the option to film it horizontal, but yet it said that it's recommended to do it this way because this is the way it'll show in your feed, which makes sense. So I think if I would have done it sideways, it would come up like real small, like a small rectangle in your screen on your phone, as opposed to filling out the whole screen. I preferably like, I like the more wide screen. I feel like you see more of the road side to side. If I'm in Manhattan, if I'm in the city and I want you to see the buildings, this is a better way to go, up and down. Look at this boat, this Range Rover here in the center lane. That thing's a friggin' boat. I think you can fish off that thing. Stiggs does not prefer this. Does not prefer this format. I don't like this format. Whenever I see someone's live in this format, I try to see if I have a notification, and I go click the notification. If you weren't live with me this morning, if you receive the notification, like if you, I'm talking about on the phone. If you just hit subscriptions on the bottom, so your subscriptions come up, and then you hit, live, so just, live subscriptions come up, and you click on me there, you're gonna get this format. You're gonna get this looks like a short, but it's live. The chat is all weird. It's hard to read the chat. You can't click a link in the chat. But if you receive the notification and you go back and you click that notification that says, hey, BK Skip is live, and you click that, it should bring you to the original regular format. Now, it may be hard to tell in this weather though, but do you think that the picture quality is better since YouTube updated this way of going live straight? I feel like, I don't know if it's just my imagination, but it is. And I know with StreamYard, I use 720p, I believe. You can also do 1080i or 1080p. I felt like when I was in the 1080, I would lose internet connection with StreamYard. So with StreamYard, I stick to the 720, and I feel like I'm giving up some video quality, but in order to kind of keep it connected all the time. Your windscreen screen is being just having trouble catching up. YouTube is much better quality than StreamYard. I agree now, Tommy. I feel like now when they do this, since this update to the going live directly through YouTube, I agree. And I noticed it with Frankie. Because I was seeing the streets, like just visualizing the roads that he was driving. I was noticing just how clear it was. This more than the service, I generally speaking, I feel just, time after time, I don't know, could be that too. I usually have pretty good service where I can stream and keep it, but these things are exaggerated when you go YouTube direct. I feel though, when you're on StreamYard, it'll save you a lot of times. Like how Tommy says, like if he's live and he drops off, the show still goes on. I feel like it holds better. It doesn't buffer as much. Maybe it'll just freeze a little, but you don't really notice it. When you go straight through YouTube like this, it's a little more exaggerated. There he is, Frankie. How you doing, bud? So Frankie, when you go live, this is the format that you go live in. I just use you as an example because you're basically, you're the crew member who goes live this way. And it was your videos that I noticed that the picture quality was pretty good. I dropped the link. That's annoying. You can't drop a link. Like if I said, hey, Tommy, drop your link for tonight's show or whatever, and Tommy goes and he drops his link for tonight's show, you guys can't click it. You can try it. Go for it. Try it. Give it a shot. You'll see what I'm talking about. I think I'm back now, reconnected, but we're going out in and out a little bit. So now it's decision time, Frankie. Do I sit on the cross island and deal with the cross island, or do I go a little Clearview Expressway down to Northern Boulevard? I should be back now. It might be choppy as we go over the bridge. This is the Throgs Neck Bridge. It's taking me from the Bronx into Queens, into the I guess over here is the the eastern side of Whitestone, Marlborough. Back. All right, we're back now. We're in Queens. We're getting onto the Queens side. So what I was saying, Frankie, was I have decisions to make. I have to go to Manhasset again by Northern Boulevard. GPS is telling me deal with the traffic on the Cross Island and take it down to the Grand Central and take the Grand Central over to one of the, Shelter Rock and take that up. Or I could go Clearview right down to Northern and just take Northern in. Let's see. So Cross Island to the Grand Central, they're telling me 39 minutes. Cross Island right to Northern Boulevard is telling me 34 minutes. Or Clearview to the Northern is telling me 34 minutes. Huh. Let's go Cross Island. I'm just going to deal with the Cross Island. I'm not fighting. See, look at that windshield wiper. Did you just see my windshield wiper stop right there? That was not a glitch. My windshield wiper actually stopped. I gotta get that checked out. But yeah, I'm not gonna fight City Hall. I'm just gonna deal with the Cross Island. Now, see no evil. I think my internet's just fine. Like I have full service 5G right now, but the internet's fine because when I'm on StreamYard, it's fine. I think it's just, well, the weather right now, this is a bad time to really kind of test it. Honestly, the weather plays havoc with the service. I just think in general, the connection that StreamYard holds to the internet is stronger than YouTube Direct holds to the internet. But that being said, like Action Kid and those type of folks, the professional people, Muggsy, what up, Muggsy? Nah, Muggsy, I just got on the Cross Island. I gotta go to Manhasset first. I wish I was going home, but unfortunately I gotta make a stop at Manhasset. So I'm on the Cross Island heading south. I take the Cross Island down to Northern Boulevard. Take it out to Manhasset. Yeah, see no evil. Stronger. You're right. Absolutely. I know, like I was gonna say, Action Kid, the professional dudes. I'm pretty sure they walk around with a hotspot. Like Action Kid right now, he's in. I mentioned he's in Bangkok, Thailand, and he walks around with a hotspot. I think they walk around with 2 hotspots just in case one of them craps out on them. They also use that Prism. They don't go live straight through YouTube. Prism seems to have, like, when Action Kid is live, the quality on his picture is amazing. And he's using Prism with a hotspot, like you mentioned, See No Evil. So yeah, if you juice up a hotspot, you got the best possible bandwidth, upload speed, like Tommy Stinks says, and you go probably using like a Prism or even YouTube Live, it'll be the best for sure. But I've had pretty good luck with my iPhone, and staying connected to the internet with StreamYard. And again, like right now, I have full 5G service, so. And yeah, Frankie, it's definitely clearer going straight through the YouTube. It's as clear as a short. It's like when you do a short. The shorts are extremely clear. So it's the same. And again, if anyone comes into the chat, Muggsy, what's up, man? I don't know if I said hello to you. I think I did. I don't know. I'm losing my mind. It's a long day. But this chat's a little different. So sorry if I missed you coming in. I'm trying to catch everyone. It's definitely harder to read the chat as a viewer and as a creator this way. The chat's very easy to read on StreamYard. It pops up. And as I mentioned this morning now, StreamYard even tells you who your wrenches are. Don Miko, how you doing, buddy? But yeah, this is the Cross Island Parkway. Just got into Queens. Yeah, Muggsy? Yeah. I personally, like I said, if I see Frankie live and he's in this format, I go to see if I got a notification from him. Click the notification, brings me to the original format. I don't like watching in this format. And it's prohibitive. Because now, like, let's say, don't do it, but let's say you want to see who else is live. As soon as you switch out of my thing, my video stops. Well, when you're in the traditional format, you can just drop that video down with your fingers. I'm talking about on the phone. You can drop the video down, the video keeps playing, and you could scroll YouTube to see what else is going on. Under 20. What is that for, Cino? What was that, for the hotspot? Get out of here. I'm not into this enough to do, I'm not into this enough to really, I wish I had it in me and to really dive into this, because quite frankly, there's money to be made. That's the simplest way to put it. I'm in shock right now that I can, after months and months and months and months and months and not going live, I can go live and I can have, what do I have now, 9 people in the chat? It's shocking to me. Completely, seriously. It's like, really? I know people that have been around that go live a lot, daily. And, maybe they don't have now 8 people in that chat. I'm not bragging. I'm like, but again, look what I have in front of me. The greatest city on this planet. Mikey knows about it. See No Evil knows about it. Muggsy, Maggie, you all have a connection to New York. That's what's wild about it. Then you have someone that comes into the chat like a Don Miku or Joe Delamora. They're overseas. Don Miko's over on the other side of the world, and he gets to see. He gets a look in. But Frankie, when you're live and you're on these same roads, I'm watching. It fascinates me. It's what interests me. It's that, I guess, I don't know, tourism point of view, travel genre, if you want to call it. You want to put me into? Action Kid. Action Kid was in Bangkok. Last night there was, I don't know, a whole bunch of people live. This one was live. That one was live. The other one was live. Action Kid was in Bangkok. I watched Action Kid. To me, it was fascinating. He's talking about the different things and the language. When you look at the it's an ancient language, so it looks different. It's got all curves to it. It doesn't look like a traditional Asian sharp lettering. And all crap like that. It interests me. Crazy Purple Kirby Lady. Let's not talk about the weather, really. I really don't even want to get into the weather, to be honest with you. Assassino with the disclaimer. How you doing, buddy? Assassino, you'd love it. I was with my, not my boss, but, one of the showroom managers. She's originally from Pennsylvania, northern part of Pennsylvania. Now is a Jersey girl. And we were having the discussion today about, like, for example, an Italian hot dog. What's an Italian hot dog? Frankie, what's an Italian hot dog? Muggsy, what's an Italian hot dog? I don't know. To me, it's like a sausage and peppers, no? But New Jersey, they got the Italian hot dogs and this and that. And they got their subs and their hoagies and whatever. I'm not getting back into it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But, I hope I didn't miss anyone else there. Yeah, I don't like this format. Rajal, yay! Exactly. Italian hot. But that was another thing that I said to her. I said to her, if I go into a deli in New York, now Frankie and Muggsy are the two, and see no evil, are the perfect people to have, and Maggie are the perfect people to have in this chat to back me up on this. If I walk into a deli, right, and I want a turkey sandwich, right, I step to the counter and I say, hey, can I have a turkey, Swiss, lettuce, tomato, oil and vinegar, salt and pepper on a either roll or on white bread or on a hero, right? That's what I'm going to say. If I walk into a deli as in New York, let me get a turkey, Swiss, lettuce, tomato, salt and pepper on white bread or on rye, right? If I want sliced bread, or I'm going to say on a roll, if I want a circle Kaiser roll, or if I want it on like a Italian bread looking thing, it's a hero. Or a bagel, Frankie, or a bagel. A bagel, that's another one, right? But if I say to the guy, let me get it on a roll, he's going to know what I'm talking about, right, Frankie? Right, Muggsy? If I say, let me get it on a hero, they're going to know what I'm talking about, no? Am I not the crazy one here? Maggie Fernandez, you are 100% correct. That's what I was telling the person I was with today. I was telling her, in New York, we do the dirty water hot dog and we do the halal carts. Dirty water hot dogs. The hot dog, maybe you get a little mustard with the onions. The guy's got the pretzels there, the soft pretzels. And then, next to it, you got the halal guy. Now, the halal cart, that's just what we call it. It's like saying, that's the kosher cart. But really, it's Middle Eastern street food. It's a friggin' thing of lamb on a spigot. And you do lamb, chicken, rice, white sauce, which is basically mayonnaise, cucumber. Frankie, right? Most of the time, it's a roll or a hero. Thank you. Of course, Cousin Paulie's got to come in. Of course, Assassino's here. So, of course, Cousin Paulie's got to come defend his Philadelphia, counterpart over there. God forbid someone from Philadelphia is all by themselves in a chat. God forbid. Unbelievable. Unfriggin' believable. One Philadelphia comes in right away. Don't you see I'm talking to my New York friends here? Don't you see I'm talking to Frankie and Muggsy and Maggie and See No Evil about how you walk into a deli, ask for a bagel or a roll or a hero? Unbelievable. How did I get on this again? How did I am home? My goodness Christ. I got, in one breath, I got Cousin Paulie telling me to F off, and then I got Maggie telling me she loves me. Thank you, Maggie. I appreciate that. I got your back. I got the Queens girls back there. We got to go back to your house one day. Go play a little more Paul Simon over there, down in Corona. Oh, forget about it. Frankie, you know about this little chill spot right here on the right. I love this little spot right here on the right. When you pull down into Crocheron Park, and you come all the way down to the Cross Island, down by the pond, nice little relaxing spot right there. Oh, man. Yeah, Cousin Paulie, the gyro, yeah, but you get it here. We have it on we do the halal. We say, gonna go get a little halal, which actually, I'm probably gonna do after I go to my spot here in Manhasset because I'm starving. Of course, I didn't eat all day because I've been running around like a chicken without a head. And over here, Mikey knows where. I'm sure Muggsy knows where. On Little Neck and Hillside. You know, Hillside Avenue, right before you get into Long Island, right there by Little Neck, they got all the halal carts. Oh, baby. Get a little combo. I go with a combo. I usually go with a combo over salad. Assassino, thank you, buddy. I'm sorry if it's harder to see all the comments here, so sorry. Now I know what Mikey's talking about, really. Because it's Mikey, in all honesty, it's way easier to see the chat in StreamYard. Just food for thought. But when I go to the halal cart, right, I get a combo over salad, extra white sauce, a little bit of hot. Usually the play is either chicken or lamb or the combo with the rice, and they put the salad on the side. If I'm starving, I'll go that way, right? Go ahead, give me the rice. They put the meat on the rice with the salad off to the side. Me, I personally, I like to make it kind of like into a big salad. So I say, leave the rice out. I say, give me a combo right on the salad. So they put the whole salad right on the bottom, put with the lamb and the chicken right on top, and go extra with the white sauce. And now the white sauce basically becomes like a salad dressing. And then a little touch of the hot sauce. Not that I don't like hot sauce. I love hot sauce. I have a high tolerance for hot sauce. But let me tell you something. These Middle Eastern, when that hot sauce is hot, like hot. If you like hot. So if you actually want to taste the food, ask for a little bit. Have it squirt a little in the corner. You know what I mean? You know what the problem? You know, the problem is with me and food. I do love food. I'm a foodie. Like, cousin Paulie knows I am a foodie. I love food. But the thing is, like, when you guys catch me on a live, it's like I probably haven't eaten. Like right now is a perfect example where I've been running around all day. I've had some coffee. Like I got hungry, but then I grabbed the coffee and then, okay, let me just keep going. And then I was gonna grab White Castle in Jersey because, I mean, what's better than White Castle in Jersey, before I left. But then I'm like, you know what? They close at 5 o'clock. I got to get there before 5 o'clock. So I just go. So I'm starving right now. I'm starving. And it's just, you know, food. It's, I was saying this morning, you know, it fascinates me, the difference in language. You know, who I was with today was telling me things with Pennsylvania people. Apparently, like, overalls, they call bibs or something, and then they call like jeans bibs or something. I don't know. Spirit in the Sky Blue, how you doing, Spirit in the Sky Blue? Every time I see your name, for some reason, Spirit in the Sky, I think of the song Lucy in the Sky. Every time I see it, I think Spirit in the Sky with diamonds. Thank you for joining, Spirit in the Sky, and I hope you're well. This has to be the first time you've ever been on my channel, Spirit in the Sky, right? I mean, considering I haven't gone live in God knows how long. Oh, look, welcome to Northern Boulevard. So I just got off the Cross Island, and I am now on Northern Boulevard, heading east towards Long Island. I still have some time before I hit the border. See, most people think the border is right here, where, you know, as soon as you head east from the Cross Island, you're gonna hit Long Island. Not true. You have, I don't know, what Frankie, from the Cross Island to the Long Island border, 2 miles, maybe? Because you still have like Douglaston. You still have a whole neighborhood of Douglaston off to the right, to the south. That's east of the Cross Island. So you still have some time here. You still have, I mean, it's gonna take me probably 15 minutes to get into Long Island from here. And I'm off the Cross Island heading east already. Great driving range on the left-hand side if you golf. Yeah, Frank, you're right, because it's telling me it's I have 3.5 miles to go, and where I'm going is, you know, into Long Island, into Manhasset, not far. So maybe about 2.5 to get to the border, and then maybe another mile to get where I have to go. Oh, Spirit in the Sky, really? Ah, perfect. You're the perfect person. You are the perfect person for this channel, Spirit in the Sky Blue. The whole reason why I started this was to show people New York. As simple as that. And not just the parts that, like, no, I don't go to Times Square. I'm a New Yorker. I avoid the tourist areas. I'm not going to show you the Statue of Liberty. You know, you're not going to see. Well, maybe we'll go over the Brooklyn Bridge. We did go over the Brooklyn Bridge at one time, but I love to show you what I do every friggin' day of my life, running around like a chicken without a head on these roads, on these streets of New York City and the surrounding areas. So just so that you know, Spirit in the Sky, I am born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, the southern part of Brooklyn, New York. Currently, I reside in Queens, Howard Beach, Queens. So I'm a New Yorker through and through, born and raised. My whole family is still here. They haven't left. My family is the minority. My family is the family that never left New York. My parents still live in the same exact house that I grew up in, that I frequent quite often. I pop in. It's still a house I literally grew up in. For work, I do outside work, outside account management work. So I am all over the place, randomly, at all times, all days. I have no real set schedule. It's kind of all over the place. I go anywhere from, you know, the 5 boroughs in New York City. I go as far south to like central New Jersey, Princeton, Flemington, New Jersey, down there, out to western New Jersey and the Pennsylvania border, like Hackettstown and Lebanon, New Jersey, and Clinton, New Jersey. Then I go all the way up to Rockland County and Orange County, New York, which is up by like Newburgh, Middletown, you know, Suffern, those areas. And then last but not least, I go east and I have clients on Long Island, all the way out to the Hamptons. So I'll take trips out to the Hamptons, out to Montauk, like so. So I'm everywhere. Tony Silo, how you doing, Tony Silo? Thank you for joining, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's miserable. Oh, that's what I was talking about before. It was Purple Lady. Purple Lady was asking me about where the sun was. Purple Lady, don't even ask where the sun is. It's supposed to rain for like the next week. Don't even get me started. It's miserable. Thank God it's not cold. Right now, what does it say? 51 degrees. So at least it's not a freezing cold rain. Thank God. But it's miserable. Oh, I can't wait till the summer. Hopefully it's not a rainy summer. Hopefully it's a nice, hot, dry summer. That would be ideal. I missed the Cuban jokes. I missed it. What are you calling me a Cuban? What are you doing? What are you calling me? A Cuban? Yeah, it's a Spirit in the Sky. Also, I am a half Italian, half Cuban. So talk about a fiery mix. Talk about some history. Oh, there's some family history there. My dad was born in Havana, Cuba, and my mother was born in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. I'll leave it at that. No, I'm not adopted. Nope, both my parents are alive and well, being pain in my asses right there in Brooklyn to this day. Siciliano Cubano. Oh, yeah, don't worry. Cousin Paulie Cousin Paulie reminds me I'm a Cubano all the time. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hey, let me tell you something. Talk about food. Cuban food and Italian food are very similar when it comes down to it. Most of it starts with a base of some nice olive oil and garlic and onions and peppers. You know, tomato sauce. Very similar. Cuban food is not spicy. It's not like Mexican food. It's not like Jamaican food. It's not spicy. It's similar to Puerto Rican and Dominican food, but a little different. A little different, but a lot of the same dishes as the Puerto Rican and Dominican food. It's Caribbean. Frankie. Yeah, most people think I'm Italian. Most people think, and you know, but as I've gotten older, I feel like more people just assume I'm just Italian. When I was younger playing baseball, you wouldn't believe how many Spanish speaking people would just start speaking to me in Spanish, thinking I'm Spanish. And still to today, like if I go to certain warehouses, I'm lugging tile into the warehouse and I go to the back of the warehouse, every once in a while I have a guy speak Spanish to me, but it really hasn't happened lately. It was more when I was younger. Tony Silo, yes, I'm on Northern Boulevard. I just just got off the Cross Island Parkway. I'm on Northern Boulevard heading towards Long Island. I gotta go to Manhasset. I should be there in about 10 minutes. Grab some water. So see no evil. So I should do a show on the history of my family, because I'll give you a quick little snapshot right now. See no evil. You're gonna love this. My grandfather, my father's father, was a bodyguard for Batista. So, the day that Castro took over, the 1st of 59, I believe it was, obviously he was out to kill anyone having to do with Batista, especially his bodyguards or inner circle or anyone like that. So my grandfather, my grandmother, and my father were lucky enough at that time to be shoved onto an airplane and shipped to Miami for safety, because Castro was going to go after them. Because again, my grandfather worked for Batista. I mean, not that Batista Castro, obviously I got no love for Castro, obviously. I'm not saying Batista was the greatest guy in the world. I laugh when you hear these kids today here in this country talk about fascism and, they're anti-fascists, they're Antifa. You people don't know what fascism is if it kicked you right in your ass. You have no clue what fascism is. None. Antifa. But anyway, you're right, see no evil. I mean, Havana was paradise. It was paradise. If it was up to my grandfather, it would still be the same. But you know what? I probably wouldn't exist. Because, my grandfather probably never leaves. My father never leaves. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they come over, I don't know. Who knows? Jeez, that car almost just freaking sideswiped me. Yep, Il Baco, Tony Silo. I never tried it. I heard so much about it, but I've never tried it myself. And I forgot to tell you guys, I crossed into Long Island. So I'm in Long Island now. I like to let you guys know when I cross the border out of New York City, but we just crossed into Long Island. We're now in Nassau County. We're now on 25A East, as that sign says there, Northern Boulevard in Nassau County, Long Island. And I believe, what are we in? Great Neck first, Tony? Is it Great Neck, then Manhasset? I believe this is Great Neck, and then we'll be in Manhasset. I am 1.9 miles away from my destination. Yeah, Frankie, why? You thinking of going on? I'll end it when I get, right before I get to my spot. Or when I get to my spot, I'll end it. You're gonna go on? Okay, yeah. No, I'm gonna be there in 8 minutes. I'm gonna be there. I'll shut it down right before we pull in. We're gonna all go over to Frankie. I'd say drop the link. See, that's the thing in this format. There's no dropping though, but everyone knows. Frankie. Search Frankie if you want to come hang out. Like Maggie Spirit knows you. Maybe Maggie would be the only one. We're gonna go up, Maggie. If you're interested, we're gonna go over to hang out with Frankie. Frankie does a similar thing that I do. A little more commentary on the inside of the YouTube world, if you want to call it. You guys know I steer clear of a lot of that, any of that conversation. Not that I don't know what's going on, and not that I don't have an opinion, but just my channel is, or whatever. Not going on. You're not going on. You're not going on. Okay. Not going. You know where I'm going, huh? You following me, Mikey? Frankie? Whatever you You following me? You just gonna pop up on me one day or something? I have a feeling you're gonna do that. I have a feeling I'm gonna be minding my own business, And one day it's gonna be like, hey! Oh! What are you doing? Maggie, you know what? Well, he's not going live now. Yeah, Frankie, you know. You do. I know you do. I know you do. Well, I know you had a few clothing returns that you had to make very nearby. And I didn't want to say anything, you know what I mean? But I'm going to pass right by where you had to bring some stuff back. I think it was after Christmas. I'm not sure, but I know it was a couple of times it happened. Same here, Frankie, man. Same here. Same here. Yeah, Great Neck's about to end. This is the Maserati dealership right here on the right. You can tell the neck of the woods we're in, huh, Tony? The Maserati dealership. Big bucks up here. High income area, let's just call it that. Very high income area. Yeah. Yep, Frankie. Yep. I knew it. I knew that's where you were. And I was going to say, oh, I got a client right there, right around the block. But no, Frank, I've been around. I know, I know the etiquette of this YouTube. I got to try to actually compile a list of people that I have met off of YouTube. And it goes back a long time. Like, it goes back to names like, I don't even want to say any. I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it. If I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just off the top of my head, I've thought of 10 people that I've met in real life from YouTube. 10. Right off the top of my head. I know I'm missing some. There's more. 11, 12, 13, I can easily go more than 10. Michael Mormile, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, Frankie. And we're getting close right now. We're coming around that curve. You know that funky curve on this road? Yeah. The weird curve with the weird road that intersects with it. Let me just go up. Let me see I didn't miss anything. But yeah, I've met quite a few people off of YouTube already. Holy crap. I mean, there's someone in our chats and he hasn't mentioned anything about it. And this is a long time ago. This was like 2 years ago that we met at something. That he's still around and we still talk. It's crazy. Crazy stuff. Come to Florida, Maggie. Maggie, I'm dying to go to Florida. Dying. I think the closest I'm going to get to Florida this year is probably Georgia, East Cobb, Georgia, because my nephew's playing a tournament down there. But it's at the end of April. I don't know if I can pull it off just so quickly. They're playing in April down in Marietta, Georgia. It's a suburb of Atlanta. God, do I wish I could go to Florida. I do. I know I've told you, Maggie, before. Obviously, I have a daughter, which, yeah. My dream is that when she turns 18, she decides she wants to go to like the University of Miami or, Rollins University or University of Tampa or St. Thomas Aquinas down there. Hopefully she decides she wants to go to college down there, and I'll be like, you know what? I'm following you. Look at this little lake forming over here. I'm following you down. I'm coming with you. I would die to go to Florida. Die. Let's get these things here. Lots of flooding. Lake ponds everywhere. Okay, let me see this chat here. Lynn University, that's another one. I played when I was at Malloy. We would go down to Florida for like spring training, and we played at Lynn University. We didn't play against Lynn University, but we played at the school. Beautiful place. Lynn we played at Rollins, and then someone that was on my team actually ended up going to Rollins University. Frankie, yep. I don't want to say anything, Frankie, I don't want to say nothing, you know what I mean? Trying to, yeah. But yeah, yep, right on the right there. Right on the right. Big parking lot. It's like a New Jersey style parking lot. Obnoxious for all that parking. But guys, I'm gonna shut it down. Shut it down. Your brother is down in Florida? Maggie, you cook me nice Italian food. Oh, how you doing? How you doing, Maggie? Come down for a little pasta vazul? Hey. How you doing? Let me see. I'll make sure I didn't miss anyone coming in saying hello. Yeah, Tony, I'm jealous, Tony. Let's not talk about Florida anymore. Tony Silo, between you and Maggie, you guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. You really are. You know what I mean? You're absolutely killing me. But Lynn baseball, yeah, baseball. I played at their building, Lynn University. We actually, when we were there, we went and watched a game at the University of Miami. That was cool. That was real cool. I think the University of Miami was playing. Who were they playing? I think they were playing Florida State, actually. And we went and watched a game in Coral Gables at the University of Miami, because we would stay in Boca Raton, weirdly enough. But we would stay in Boca Raton, but we would play in all different spots. Like we would play in Clearwater at that old Phillies stadium. I don't know if you know, Tony, in Clearwater, with the Phillies old minor league stadium. They had a field there. We played there. So we would drive from Boca. I remember it being a long trip. We drove from Boca all the way to Clearwater, which was crazy. Absolutely crazy. And then in Boca, then we would drive down to Miami and all that stuff. Had to pull over, stop line everyone. He never played amateur baseball like he claims. He's originally from Buffalo. Cousin Paulie, that's right. I never played baseball in my life. And I grew up in Buffalo. I'm really one of Thindu's long lost cousins. And I don't know New York from a hole in the wall. You know what I mean? For like 4 hours. Yeah, it was a hike. In a coach bus, too. You know what, guys? I'm going to say hello to you guys. You ready? What's going on, guys? How you doing? How you guys doing? I'll say what's up to you, folks. But yeah, it was like 4 hours. It was a hike. It was nice. It was in a coach bus, though, so it was nice. It was a nice trip. I remember getting there and being like along that water. That water was nice and peaceful, no waves. It was beautiful. It was real nice. But I figured I'd say hello to you guys. I appreciate you all. What do we got here? 9 people? Unbelievable. Unfriggin' believable. Cousin Paulie. You're the man. Look, hey, how you doing? Look, cuz. Should I get it as a mugshot? How you doing? I actually shaved this morning. Just because, do I want to get into this right now? They close at 5 o'clock. I told them I'd be there at 4:45. I have a minute. I usually just hit it with the razor. The razor, and keep like the real small scruff there. The real small scruff. My grandfather's not a fan of it. My grandfather, like holidays, I gotta be clean shaven. Clean shaven. Not a Rolex. That's not a Rolex. It's not a Rolex. It's an Invicta. It's not a Rolex. Whoa, easy. I'm known as it's funny, one of these, not someone in here that's not here now, but that works in the warehouse. He calls me the guy with the nice watches, nice watch guy. I'm like, that's not bad. Could be called worse than nice watch guy. But anyway, I usually hit it with the machine. So there's a little scuff usually, little bit. But then I hit it yesterday. So then this morning when I woke, you know, when it gets that in between where it's like not long enough to kind of hit it with the razor, I straight bladed it. I put the friggin' cream, lav it up, and I gave it a true friggin' shave, which I feel like I look like a kid. You know? I don't know. Anyway, let me go. I gotta go bring people their tile. I appreciate you all. I really do. Looking at Frankie, how you doing? Hey, what do you want from me, eh? What do you want from me, huh? Sino, what's up, Sino? Who's upset? Yeah, Frankie. See ya, Tony Silo and everyone else that came in. I really appreciate you folks. Really appreciate you guys. I'm gonna run. Let me go. Get rid of some of this junk that's back here. I know this chat's bogus, but thank you guys. I appreciate you all. Have a great day.